Good morning, everyone. It is a beautifully sunny day in May in Winnipeg. This weekend we were supposed to have rain. That's what was forecasting all week. But quickly towards the end of the week, it looks like we will have sun all day, rain in the evening and the night. We just put in our garden yesterday, so we're super excited to have all of our flowers and all of our vegetables be watered and get the rain that they need so that we don't have to use the hose. Convenient, eco-friendly. I like it. Today's practice, we are going to be talking about springtime. And I know that myself and a few members of my family, we struggle with having springtime allergies and allergies in the fall with the pollen and the dust that's in the air. So today's practice, we'll find a lot of movement through the chest, lots of openness, lots of twisting. And I actually, if you can see, yeah, you can, right there, I got my Kleenex box ready.
Oh, yes.
As soon as we start to create really deep breaths and that vibration through our body, sometimes we start to loosen some of the mucus that is in our lungs and in our throats and in our sinuses. So if it starts to come out, blow your nose and get it out. No one's watching you. And I'll probably blow my nose too at some point because we want to get that snot out and that mucus out so we can breathe deeper.
Did you just say snot on YouTube?
100%. I teach grade 5, family life and the human body unit. Say a lot of things, but now on YouTube. We are going to just check in with Instagram Live, Ms. T or Kayla's SPF's Flames Fizzet account. You can listen to us chatter and banter, or you can just skip forward if you're watching this and it's already recorded.
Yes. Good morning, Sweaty Park Flames. So for your convenience, this will go to IGTV after. So if you're not an early riser on a Saturday because you woke up early every day for school, then
Who's waving?
hello. Then you can join us later for some yoga, some movement. But I'll let Miss J talk about what her theme is for today.
Sure. We are talking all about breathing deeply in spring. So those of us who are super congested and are sneezing a lot from the allergies, and anybody else who is affected by some of the dust and the pollen in the springtime, this is going to be a perfect way for us to open up through the chest, create some movement, some twists in the body, and hopefully we can breathe deeper in springtime after that. Yes. So we'll get started on our mats.
So if you don't have a mat, students, that's okay. You can lay down on carpet, blanket, somewhere that's comfy for you. All right? I'll check in with you later.
Sometimes when it's super dusty outside, we'll use a little bit of peppermint oil right underneath our nose. That's always really nice. Would you like some?
Yes, please.
Right under the nose, on the upper lip. Then as we start to breathe deeply, it can feel really nice and cooling as we breathe in. So maybe today we are laying on our backs. You know, that's my favorite way to start. Let it all relax. We're seated on our bellies, standing on our sides. You get to choose. It's your practice.
Maybe some of you students are still in your bed.
That's all right. Start Shavasana in your bed.
Yeah.
And join us once you're ready. Taking a few deep breaths. Just noticing how it feels to breathe in and out through the nose. You notice that we're carrying tension in our face and our jaw, our eyes, our shoulders. You might like to let that out through your mouth. The spring blossoms emerge. Today's class will focus on movements to open up through the chest, to melt and clear away anything that is built up over the winter. Cultivating space for a deeper and clearer breath. Just like the spring flowers were resting in the winter, the bears in our province. It's almost as if we come out of hibernation in the springtime. As we slowly emerge, inviting that deeper breath, inviting more movement, more energy, and really appreciating that beautiful spring and summer that we have. To bring our attention to our breath, noticing how it feels. Letting go of any judgment, any expectation. Just noticing. Just watching the breath. Noticing the natural flow, the effortlessness to the inhale and exhale. Our breath, our inhale, our exhale brings us life, brings in oxygen. And as we exhale, scientifically letting go of that carbon dioxide, you can almost imagine that we're letting go of things that feel heavy. Maybe winter is a tough time for us because we're feeling low, lethargic. Seeing if we can allow any heaviness in our physical body and our emotional body to let go and release with the exhale. Before beginning to move, setting an intention as we enter this new season. Here in Winnipeg, it just feels like we're moving into spring finally. Maybe where you are, it feels like moving into summer. What are you bringing back to life? How do you intend to welcome the light back in? Maybe we feel like we have our intention. If we're unsure, we might just repeat that intention to ourselves, welcoming the light back in, bringing myself back to life. You might not know how yet, but just planting the seed and trusting that it'll bloom, it'll blossom, it'll grow All the answers that we need are always deep within. For prominent ease, you might start to move and stretch. Any way, shape, or form. If you're still finding that mind is bouncing, stay in Shavasana, practice a little bit more with the breath. Maybe come back to the 3-part breath. Taking the knees to chest once you're ready. Starting with a flowing bridge. Right away, finding tons of openness in the front of our bodies, but let's first start by giving our back a little bit of stretch and length. Releasing once you're ready, feet pretty close to the body. And then a very squeaky spot at the floor. As we press down through the feet, let's slowly lift hips off the floor, low back off the floor, mid back, maybe parts of the shoulders. And we're trying our best to stack the knees over top of the ankles and the feet. Keeping the neck back, looking up to the ceiling with the eyes. Let's slowly release down. Shoulders, upper back, mid back, low back, and hips. Let's continue to flow through the legs, and then eventually, once we're ready with our flow, once we're comfortable, we can start to add arms. The inhale tells the body to rise and open and lift. And the exhale tells the body to slowly lower to the ground. Use our breath's rhythm to move at our own pace. Maybe the eyes close. And if moving through flowing bridge feels really good just with the hips, continue to flow there. We can choose to also take the arms out to the side and up overhead like a snow angel on our inhale. As we exhale, slowly, snow angels come back down. Are we there? Sometimes our couches, our family members, the coffee cups get in the way once we're practicing at home.
Not really over studio. But we make do.
But it doesn't have to be.
No.
As long as they have a space to move. That's really what counts. Let's take one little bit flow. As we lower release, let's release the low back. With hips to floor, let's take the feet super wide, wider than our mats if we have a mat, and windshield wiper knees side to side. Lower back extensors, big muscles that run up the back, help us lift and stay lifted. Get that little gentle release after they worked so hard to keep us open, reaching up to the sky. Take one with your breath. Whoa. Moving through a little bit of core work now. Let's meet back in center today. I like to run core flows in 3 segments. Let's first start with moving through the legs. Let's lift them up so that the knees are stacked over top of the hips. And aligning the heels and the ankles in line with the knees. We're working towards a V flow. So just do legs. On our inhale, we'll extend the legs out. Maybe it's a 45-degree angle. Maybe the knees are bent. Maybe it's higher up to sky because it's less work for the low back. You choose. Inhale, bring it in. We're going to really curl it as much as we can. And then slowly exhale, push out. Let's take 8 more breaths.
45 degrees sounds a little good right now.
Inhale, bring it in. Exhale, push the legs out. closer we bring our feet to the sky, the less sensation we'll feel in the core. The lower we bring our legs out, the more sensation we'll feel in our core. It's 5 breaths. Focusing on the breath. If we're worried about what our legs look like, close the eyes and imagine our perfect V-flow legs. Last the breath. Our inhale, let's bring it in, drop the feet. Let's practice with the arms now. On our inhale, we'll take the arms up overhead. The option is just to have them out to the side. So inhale, just like our snow angel arms. As we exhale, we'll slowly reach towards feet. Inhale, open up wide, T arms or V arms. Exhale, sweep, reach the feet. 8 more breaths. Inhale, open. Exhale, powerful breath. We talked about vibrations with our deep belly breathing. Helps loosen the mucus in our lungs and our throat so we can get it out after we blow our nose. You might find Ujjayi breath. We press the inhale and the exhale to the back of the throat. It sounds almost like Darth Vader, like a wave on the ocean. Last flow. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, open wide. Pause. And rest, take a few breaths. You should feel some heat in the belly. Hopefully heart is beating quicker. Let's take one more big breath. You can choose to come back to just legs, just arms. We can try and put it together. Be mindful that we want to make sure that the low back is pressed down to floor when we're inhaling open to protect low back. Maybe Kayla, Misty, what are you going to do? Just legs, just arms?
I'll try.
Okay, sure.
But I'll probably go back to just
Sure. So lots of options. On our inhale, let's extend the legs, extend the arms up overhead, float the head, shoulders. As we exhale, curl in, tight ball, can I reach the heels? Pull in those knees even more. There we go. Yeah, inhale, reach out. Exhale, sweep in. On our inhale, we find openness, like we're a capital B. Exhale, sweep in, find that ball. The more powerful our breath, the stronger the sensation is to the core. Go back to just arms if you like, or just legs. So relax 2 breaths. This one, as we exhale, let's hold for 1 breath, curl into that ball, try and get that nose towards the knee. Might get close, you might have some space. 1 more breath for good luck. And release, rest. Hopefully we have more sensation in the belly, some heat. Spending more time on our back if you'd like, or rolling that gently once you're ready. You can sit back to child's pose and grab a sip of water.
Sip of coffee for those of you, those teachers that are maybe just waking up. Busy week.
After some of that core flow, might feel good to find some movement in the neck and in the shoulders. Once you're ready, coming onto all fours, stack the joints, shoulders, elbows, wrists, spread hands wide, or fists. Lifting through the belly, let's find all fours, strong belly. As we exhale, let's round out through cat. And inhale through cow. Find some smooth, fluid movements. It's as if our spine is a ribbon. As we slowly lower it down and lift it up off the floor, imagine that we're isolating through the parts of our spine that move one by one from hips all the way up to crown of the head. Let's do 2 more flows. Every inhale finds openness. Inhale through the nose and cow. Exhale through the nose and cat. Our breath work in and out of the nose keeps the heat in our bodies as we continue to flow. Move back to all fours. Stretch a little through the side body. Let's glance over left shoulder. Feel that stretch along the right side of our neck. Inhale to center. Exhale, glance to right shoulder. Feel that stretch in the left side of the neck. Keep flowing side to side. It might feel good to take 5 days a little farther behind the body. Check out that hip. You might even feel that down through the sides of the ribs. You might find a little more sway and glance towards our heel. Those of us working from home or doing school from home, we're spending so much time sitting in a chair. This opportunity to stretch our bodies in different ways will really help us create more openness, work out those kinks, the stiffness that we've created. Let's take one more side to side.
I like to call social media neck.
Social media neck. Oh, yeah. Sitting back with child or down dog, good choice. To allow ourselves to rest. Maybe it's an energetic child's pose with arms long, firm, pressing down to fingertips. Maybe you draw those elbows back and really rest. Taking a moment to come back to our intention. What are you bringing back to life? How do you intend to invite the light back in? Stay a little longer if you'd like. Child or young dog, you're starting to stretch through the legs. On all fours, enjoy that press back. If we're down facing dog, a few little pedals side to side. We'll try and both give you different options throughout our practice. Choose what feels best or choose your own. Choose your own adventure. Enjoy another breath. And slowly making my way to forward fold. Glance up between the hands. Big bend in the knees if we're in down dog. Walk, step. Hop the feet up. Slowly rise to the flat back. Meeting in Tadasana, mountain. Let's move through one series of sun salutations on each side and a little bit more heat in the body. On our inhale, let's circle sweep. As we exhale, let's swan dive down. Moving from the hips, pulling in the belly so we can get that length in the back. Bending the knees as much as you need. Half forward fold, fingertips draw up through the shins. Back is flat, belly's folded. Exhale it, slowly release. Right foot steps back for a long lunge. Choose high or low lunge. Choose to stay here, nice and low. Maybe press up on the thigh or add crescent lunge, circle sweep. Exhale, hands to heart center. Shifting forward, releasing hands, stepping back to child's or down dog. Find your plank after one big breath. Our inhale, let's shift forward. Shoulders aren't super warm yet, so let's drop the knees. Lower halfway down, flat down. Shoulders line at the elbows, we find the palms, the knees are floor. Baby cobra. Hands are light. Ground down with your toes, lift thighs, extend the chest. Find that essence of cow. Exhale to release, press up and back. Choose child's down dog. Right foot steps through between the hands. If you want to add 3-legged dog, inhale, right leg floats up, bend the knee, tilt the butt. Slowly shift through like runner's lunge. And let's take that foot forward. Sometimes you need help. Wiggle, wiggle. A scoochy, scooch. Scoochy, scooch. Shifting forward, releasing hands forward, fold, stepping to the top edge of our mats. Half forward fold, fingertips slide to shin. Raise to that belly, lift that chest. Nice stretch. Exhale, release. As we rise, let's drop the hips. Head above heart above hips. Rise. Sitting back to chair, hand position of your choice. So one more time through the left. Hopefully be warmer. Exhale. Add your breath to this cycle. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhaling to release. Inhale, left foot steps back, long lunge. High, low lunge. Choose whatever arm or option feels best. Exhale, hands to heart. Shifting forward, stepping back, child's down dog. Let's roll through vinyasa. Inhale to plank, knees toes. Exhaling halfway down. Crocodile. Inhale, baby cobra or upward facing dog if we are transitioning from the toes. Thighs stay lifted. Roll back and neck are happy. Exhale, let's slowly press back up. With your hips and your down dog and then settle back. Child or down dog. Inhale, left leg floats up before down dog. Let's all step that foot through. Lead with the knee, brace that belly. Scoochy, scooch if you need. Crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, shifting forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale. Drop the hips, rise. So mountain, exhale, chair. Find a little bit more flow if you like. In and out of chair. Grab a sip of water, some coffee.
Your COVID hair is out of control.
Yeah, usually at the beginning of our practice, we look really cute. And then towards the end, the bun is sideways.
The ponytail is not a ponytail anymore. It's okay. It's a non-judgment zone, always.
The crown of fuzzy baby hair.
Humidity.
It's just how we roll.
Yeah, it's okay.
Maybe we're still flowing through chair. Maybe we're finding some time to open up the shoulders. We might even give our necks a massage, our shoulders a massage. All the time that we're spending on our computers, it's keeping us pretty tight.
Our phones, or everything.
All of our devices,
Yeah.
for sure. Let's come back to chair once we're ready. Hand position of our choice. Maybe it's hands on thighs, forward, hands at heart. And let's go to flow. Inhaling and exhaling as we sit. Noticing as we flow through chair, since we're sitting back, the toes point forward, the knees point forward, the hip bones all point forward like train tracks. As we start to build a twisting lunge, we have that same foundation. From hips to knees to feet, they'll track forward. The only movement is belly and up. Let's try that on our next breath. Inhale, rise. Let's exhale, sit back to chair. Open arms up to the right. Left hand can cross over. Right hand on the back pocket. Check in.
Yeah.
Hips forward. Knees forward. Feet forward. Just belly to crown twist. Use the strength in the core. Let's inhale back to center. Press your feet. Exhale to the left. Sit back in the chair first. Then start to twist. Belly ribs, chest. Check the knees, check the feet, check the hips. You got it. Inhale to rise. Let's move side to side.
This feels good after Mrs. Ali's workout yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Let's take one more side to side. The next time we sink into twisting chair, right, let's pause here. As we're sitting back, check out those feet, point forward, knees forward, hips forward, belly ribs, chest, twist. Maybe we stay here today. Or maybe we start to transfer that body weight to the right foot and lift up the left heel. Woo. Maybe we lift up, left heel to butt. I like to call this like our flamingo.
Whoa, Miss J, that's a lot.
Maybe we start to extend that leg behind and step into twisting lunge. Step the left foot behind, nice controlled landing. We can stay up nice and high, we can drop that back knee, you choose. What's important is hips are forward. Sometimes we have that openness and we twist out like one or two, but we're totally twisting the hips towards the right. Hips forward, twist. Belly ribs, chest, shoulders second, head come last. Ooh, my legs. You might find that intensity through the legs and the glutes, especially if we did that workout yesterday. Last big breath. As we slowly untwist, let's come back to center. Big hands to heart. Big knee bend, step it in. Maybe we shake it out. Or come back to those flowing twists. Flowing twisting chairs. Allow the breath to open, twist, expand, and let's sink to the left, belly ribs, chest. Twisting chair. Feet forward, knees forward, hips forward, belly ribs, chest, big twist. I like doing a little rock, side to side, left, right. And take body weight into the right foot. Little lift to the right heel. Maybe the toes out. Maybe the heel is up. Spinning a few breaths here, or slowly stepping back to twisting lunge. The right foot can step back. You can stay where we are. If we know a variation, move into that variation. Take another breath. Slowly rattling back to center, sinking it in. Shake it out, find a little flow. Sip of water. You might like this time to stretch out the legs. Maybe finding all fours, down dog, pedaling it out. We're looking to rest, coming all the way down. We're flowing through Vinyasa, always our choice. Enjoying a little bit more time here. Or starting our second flow. We'll start with warrior two. On our inhale, right leg floats up. As we exhale, bend the knee, heel the butt, slowly step it through. Once we have that foot between the hands, back and the lips, tuck the toes lifted up, and drop the left foot parallel to the front edge of the mat. We can walk or circle sweep. Sinking into that front thigh. Spending some time here to find stability. Let's take a few flows on our inhale. Let's lengthen front leg, lift the arms, kiss the palms, exhale, sink it in. Let's do 2 more big breaths. Last big inhale. And exhale, sink, settle in. Let's add reverse warrior. Take eye gaze to front fingertips, right fingertips. Start to reach right fingertips forward. Palm flips up, and we circle sweep up to sky. Think of energizing the left side of the body to open up through the shoulders, right side of the ribs, while we sink down into that front thigh. Extending fingertips away from each other to sky, to floor. So do one with a breath. As we exhale, let's release back to neutral spine. Slowly windmill forward, releasing hands to floor, back to your legs. And stay on that side view. With the right foot in front, let's move to lizard. Walking the front foot out to the side, heel toe, heel toe. So the hands are on the inside edge of that front foot. We can keep the back knee down, the back knee up. We might have blocks or blankets. We might have fists. We might come down to the forearms. You might enjoy a little bit of movement, that gentle sway, side to side, or circles, forward, back. You might be flowing with that back knee, lift and low with the breath. Let's take 3 more deep inhales and exhales. Last big breath. To come out of lizard, let's walk back in, heel toe, hands on either side. We can step back to all fours or down dog to switch to the left side for warrior two first. Taking our time, adding the yogi's choice. Once you're ready, left foot steps through, back knee lifts up, back foot drops parallel, we slowly rise. Feels good to be open to the chest and open to the arms. Spin out breath, finding our footing, feeling stable. Let's take 3 flows, maybe jumping jacks. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sink, settle in. Find that deep belly breath. Expand through the belly, expand through the ribs, expand through the chest with each inhale, exhale. Let's take one last breath and flow into reverse warrior. Front fingertips, left reach forward, palm flips up, sweep to sky. Keep sinking into front knee is extending forward. Reaching fingertips away from each other. Ooh, big stretch in the chest. eye gaze might be forward, facing the wall, up to sky. So you can one with a inhale. As you exhale, let's slowly bring your hands down to the floor. Take our time, maybe pausing on our thighs, lifting back heel, moving to lizard, back knee up or down, lowering down to the palms or fists, walk right foot out, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. Take 5 big breaths, little flow, little movement, your choice. Let's try last big breath. Out, let's walk in. Heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. Hands on either side. Let's step into forward fold. Let the body hang. Give the shoulders a breathe. Say yes, no to the head. And slowly rising up to ready to mountain. So I'm going to last little bit of twisting in standing spinal twist. Let's take our hands to our heart center, find our footing in mountain, rock forward, back, side, side. Let's lift the right knee up. Maybe it's just a little bit, or maybe the foot's up off the floor, you choose. Just like a chair, let's inhale, lift up. Exhale, twist to right knee, belly lifts chest. Maybe the left hand supports underneath. Maybe the right hand is behind the body or behind, extend it. Maybe we find a bind hand on the pinky side of the foot. Foot's flexed, of course. Take 5 big breaths. Yes, I'm known for putting together playlists that have a little bit of current music, some traditional yoga music, some belly dance style music, love beats antique, yes. Some instrumental, some music with lyrics. I like a nice blend of everything. So our last big breath. And exhale to release. So try other side. Let's come back to mountain. Inhale lift. Left inhale like that. Up off the floor, just the toes, belly lifts chest. Keep that knee tracking forward. Lifting all the way up, belly rotates. Core muscles can help rotate chest, shoulders, neck, and head. Let's take a final breath. Just Coming back to center and releasing. Little stretch, little shake. Let's come down, stretch it out. Let's move forward fold. Step back. Onto all fours. Drop onto the side, swing the legs around. Let's come into cross-legged. Keep the right foot in front. Correct. We Shambhasana our double pivot a few weeks ago, so if we know that we're wanting a little bit more of that sensation, front foot kind of picks out with a flex ankle. As you take 5 to 10 breaths, just like lizard, you might want a little bit of movement and flow. We might create some circles. We might go side to side. We're looking at finding that stretch in the hips. You might even start to feel it in the side body. You go back, so you start to flow and move. See what it says? Oh, it's some of the magic. Take one big breath. As we press ourselves up, let's add head to knee for an open twist. Right leg shoots long. The left foot can go to inner thigh if that feels good. Up under that knee if it needs a little bit more support. As we inhale, let's lift tall. Exhale out of forward fold. So 5 big breaths, focusing on length in the calves and the hamstring, low back. That right leg might be straight, it might have a big bend or a small bend. Focusing on using our breath to sink into that gentle stretch. You might want to stay here for 5 more breaths or add an open twist. Taking hands on the inside of the right foot, palm to palm. On our inhale, spread our wings, left arm opens up wide. This might feel really good. Or just move up over the head towards the sky and towards front toes. If that feels good. Maybe we prefer to have that arm wrapped around the half line. You have the arm up overhead, we'll feel that long stretch. Left armpit, ribs, hips low back. Taking in a deep breath. So inhale, let's come back up to center, release the arms over the hips, unravel the ribs, chest. Switch the legs, start in cross-legged. Left foot is on the outside, right foot's on the inside. Bring it in nice and close, or to kick that heel away. 10 big breaths, little flow, little movement. Perhaps a little coffee in the way. Let's take our last breath and cross-legged. So slowly press up. Let's move to head to knee with the left leg long. Slowly extend it out. Right foot can come to the thigh. Prop underneath the right knee if that feels better. Or keep both legs long. So inhale long, exhale, sink forward until we find that slow, gentle stretch. The little hinge forward. Keep it.
You might notice one side is a lot tighter than the other.
Absolutely. If the breath feels labored and difficult, you may come up a little bit higher. The other side's more room to breathe. We're going to add that open twist. Let's take hands on the inside of the foot leg, on the palm. Inhale, right arm opens wide, expand the wings, stay here, sweep up overhead towards front wall. And half wide if that feels better for the shoulders. Keep the arms open. Ready to lift up. Let's inhale back to center, unravel the spine. Before we come into our backs, if we want any last sips of water or blankets and cups that we want, definitely grab those first. Then we'll end practice in supine butterfly and shavasana. We can rock ourselves down onto our backs. Allow the soles of the feet to touch as the knees open wide. Maybe taking the arms up overhead in pawn gesture. The arms are over the head. The backs of the hands and the knuckles are resting gently. We have a big bend in the elbows and the palms face up. Let's take a big breath in through our nose. As we exhale, let's release out of our mouth and allow us to invite more softness into the body. Allowing the breath to travel into the nose, expanding the lungs at their own pace. Let's take 5 more breaths there. At any point, we can allow the arms to come down by the sides of the body or change. Coming back to our intention. What are you bringing back to life? How do you intend to welcome the light back in? You might want to stay here. 10 breaths. Maybe openness in the hips and the chest and the belly. And once you're ready to finish in Shavasana, choosing whatever final posture will allow us to Completely let go and rest. Allowing the breath to flow with ease in and out of the nose. Maybe you notice that the breath feels similar or different to the beginning of practice. With the warmth that comes in the spring and summertime, imagining that our body is defrosting, softening impermanence. Spending one time in Shavasana, you're slowly starting to stretch and move. And ending with a quote from Steve Maraboli. Plant seeds of happiness, hope, success, and love. It will all come back to you in abundance. This is the law of nature. As you move to the seated position for ready, you can share one last big breath. Inhale, it sits with arms. Inhale, the seeds of happiness, hope, success, and love. Let's bring them down to our heart center. Let's plant those seeds there, trusting in nature that they will blossom. They will wisdom. So, I hope you have a great rest of the day and the weekend. Enjoy the sunshine. Happy planting if you are gardening this week. Happy sunshine time. Happy family time. Happy studying if you're studying. We're going to do that too.
Yeah.
And we will hopefully see you next week. Have a great day.
I have 25 seconds left to say goodbye.
Good morning to those of you who just woke up. You can go